Zeewolf is a helicopter combat game on the Amiga. A lot of early 3D games don't hold up very well today, but Zeewolf is an exception. It's so awesome the logo won't fit on the screen. You control this absurdly bright blue helicopter. Actually, I wonder if that makes it camouflaged against the blue sky. And you have to do various helicopter-y missions. Anyone who's played Desert Strike will be familiar with the routine. Swoop in, shoot things, rescue people, stuff like that. The frame rate is really smooth for the time. At least it is on the Amiga 1200. The 500, that's not so good. You have three weapon types: cannons, rockets, and arms, anti-air missiles. Those are the only types that are guided. The other two are dumbfire. They're hard to aim, but really satisfying to use, especially the rockets. There is a bit of auto-aim when you've got an enemy in your sights, but it's hard to get a handle on where you're aiming. The cannon is a bit easier to use because you can miss a few shots and it's not a big deal. But rockets, you don't have many, so you can't waste them. Some of the missions will have you escorting a friendly unit through enemy territory. They just do their own thing, and you'd better keep up. The minimap is handy for keeping track of them. Sometimes you'll need to carry them back. Oh crap. It's fine, just scratch the paint. The physics here is really good actually. It feels about as difficult as it should to be carrying another similarly sized object on a string. No, not a string, a telescopic rod. This line has no give. Release permission denied? Oh come on, this seems safe, doesn't it? It's pretty picky about it, but eventually it works. Oh, this one can fly. No wait, don't go that way. Don't go through all the enemies. The maps wrap around, so it's like you're flying around this very small planet. But apparently the pilot for this plane is a flat earther, and so they take this path. Bloody escort missions. Fortunately, I'm able to draw their fire by being an actual threat. Oh come on, how did that miss? Next up is a rescue mission. Break some enslaved scientists out of the enemy's clutches. There are gunboats in the water for this one. I've got to take a moment to praise the sound effects here. I just love the sound of the shots going into the water. It's like a consolation prize for missing a shot. The destruction effects are also very well done. The boats give off smoke, and then after a moment they blow, leaving a flaming wreck slowly listing in the water. It's awesome. Alright, time to break them out. This seems safe, right? Yeah, they're alright. Once we land, they make their way to the chopper. I love how the low poly models make it look like they're wearing ponchos. Let's just head back to the carrier and... Oh. I wasn't paying attention to my armour, and that bump just wrecked my helicopter with all 4 scientists inside. The game does respawn you, although you do have limited lives, and the lives count carries over to the next mission. Although I don't think I can complete this level now since all the scientists are dead, so I have to restart. I was getting hit a lot, so I'm going to try the alternate control method. Up to now I've been using the joystick mode, but switching over to the mouse gives you analog control. It takes a bit of getting used to though. You can use the right mouse button to increase your throttle to get out of a sticky situation, or gain altitude, or just smash into the ground. This eats up a lot more fuel though. You'll need to refuel and rearm at the carrier, with this vehicle that's called a camel for some reason. The rockets and AAMs cost money to rearm, and you get money by completing objectives. I think it's weird that they make you pay to do your job with the money that they give you for doing your job, but what do I know about the military of tiny planets? Actually, I do start to wonder about the cosmology of this world. Since everything wraps around, there's no way to leave the map. Maybe these carriers can form dimensional rifts between the tiny planets. And have you noticed it's always night? And there are no stars.
There is only the void.
Okay, next mission. Another escort mission. Come along then, you helpless idiot. So it flies directly into a swarm of enemies and gets killed before I can take them out. So I start to realise that in this game, escort mission means kill everything before you start doing the escorting. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Assault commencing. Yeah, you show 'em. So this game had a sequel, Zeewolf 2 Wild Justice. Like a lot of game sequels, it's basically the same game with more polish and a few new mechanics. So let's move on to that from now on. I think the frame rate is a bit better in this one, and there's more variety in the environments and buildings. Look at this charming little house. Oh dear. This mission takes place in a desert. It even has a pyramid. And these wellheads catch fire very satisfyingly. There's also some prisoners to rescue. Hey, what are you looking at? Get out of here, you don't even have a turret. Another rescue mission, this time in a snowy area. Yes, come to me, my children. And another plane I have to carry. This one is so fiddly, I spent 3 minutes trying to drop the damn thing because I'm not holding it perfectly. But it will let me drop it right into the ocean, no problem. Okay, now here's a really cool feature of the sequel. You can connect these remote link camels to take control of a different type of vehicle, like this tank. Let's take it for a spin. It even has a unique weapon type. This is so cool. But why can't I hit anything? How is it harder to hit things in a tank than on a flying helicopter? Okay, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it! I think the point of the tank is to take out the anti-air turrets before sending in the helicopter, but... Brilliant. Well, let's just use the helicopter then. Yeah, that works. Oh no, General Benway is in trouble. Not Steve! Oh crap, I skipped the mission briefing. Well, let's go, I guess. Oh, they speak! This mission is actually really cool. It has a sense of urgency and action that hasn't really been present until now. Oh, hey, wait for me! These AI pilots actually even shoot things and don't get killed. Looks like we found our impatient general. Hold your horses, we've still got enemies to clear out. Well, look at that. An escort mission with competent allies. Wait, where are you going? We're not done! Alright, I guess I'll have to finish the job myself. Your lateness is inexcusable. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I save your life too slowly? See those flaming wrecks there? The ones that would have exploded you? Who killed them? It was me, wasn't it? My report will not be favourable. There's no pleasing some people. The next mission gives us control of a Kestrel. It's quite a bit faster and more agile than the Zeewolf. And it has impressive weaponry. These rockets can take out most targets in one hit, and they seem to have a wide area of effect when they land. This thing is awesome! Look at this! And if you switch to mouse control, you can get even more maneuverability out of it with its VTOL booster. This mission has you piloting a captured enemy helicopter into the middle of a base, where you need to drop an experimental quark bomb disguised as a tank. How do you do, fellow bad guys? Just carrying a perfectly normal tank on a pole here. Boom! After that, the mission is pretty standard. Ferry some men, blow up some tanks, destroy this garden centre. As the game continues, the difficulty ramps up gradually. Usually the increased difficulty is about managing your ammo. Like here, where you have a limited amount to start with, and you have to break these domes to get at the resupply camels inside. We get a new vehicle to try out in this one, my very own gunboat. It's tricky to use though, a little slow and hard to manoeuvre. It has these surface-to-air missiles which are pretty sweet though. But I keep bumping it into things, so it doesn't last long. Damn it! On this one the ammo is very scarce, and you need to destroy these vehicles that the enemy have captured. The simplest way to do this is with the winch. Whee! Okay, that's fun. But if you can carry them, why not steal them right back? This doesn't seem very environmentally friendly either. This next one is a real bastard. Standard escort mission. This time escorting a tank. But as soon as I arrive, the tank is destroyed before I can blow up the attacker. Next time I try to use the mouse control to get there quicker, but it's killed even more immediately. I try approaching from the other side. Damn it. And again. How is this fair? Damn this bullshit inconsistent targeting. Come on, I got it a single moment after it killed the tank. I fail, fail, and fail. Then I hit on the idea of using the anti-air missiles, since those actually have guidance. And it works! Holy crap! Then it's just a matter of clearing out the enemies along the way. The tank thankfully waits for me to return before advancing. Then it's just a leisurely drive back to base. In this one I have precious little ammo, but there's a secret camel on this island with an enemy radar jammer on it. Hey, do you mind? Can't a guy get refreshed in peace around here? Ah, another one where you get to drive a tank. This time you actually have to carry it onto the battlefield. Let's see if we can do better this time. Nope. Alright, let's try again. Take it slowly. The problem is that the turret has a mind of its own. What is it looking at? Hey, maybe you should pay more attention to the enemy that's shooting at us? Damn it. The problem is that the turret is always automatically moving to target an enemy, so if you rotate the tank, it moves the turret with it, meaning you have to be still in order to hit anything, which makes you a sitting duck. Despite that, I managed to do some damage with it. The only extra vehicle I really like is the Kestrel. You get one more mission with it, but the difficulty really starts to get frustrating at this point. It's all down to the aiming problem. Earlier in the game it wasn't so bad, because you could still manage against the amount and type of enemies you were facing, without having to have perfect aim. But later on, it seems like you need every shot to count, and this is where the game unfortunately stopped being fun for me. It's a shame really, because the game has so much going for it, and it's not just a retro curiosity. It's still a lot of fun to play today, at least for a while. It does get a bit repetitive. The game has 32 missions, which seems like a lot, but you can always just play up to when it gets frustrating and still enjoy the game. But you might have more success with it than I did. I couldn't get a hang of the mouse controls, which apparently is necessary to really master the game. A spiritual successor to this would be great. The low poly aesthetic is pretty popular now, so something new that looks like this, with some modern polish, that would be a great thing to see. Thanks for watching, and do let me know if you have any ideas for games you'd like to see me cover like this in the future. And thank you to all my patrons. If you'd like to join them and see episodes like these a week early, check the link in the description. See you next time.